some ingenious designs hidden in his memories. Observe! Reclass needs me! Darkness surrounds us! Valdo's designs are flawed. Do you remember dying here? Will. Burn away! Sin surrounds you! Feel the pull of the void! Yes, that's it! Death sweeps in! Sin surrounds you! What are you? In this, the realm of the past, I am king, and you will bow! This one is my own creation. Reclass needs me. Light of salvation. Darkness surrounds us. Yes, me. Plenty more where that came from. Face your destruction. Sin surrounds you. Burn away. Feel the pull of the void. Yes, that's it. Death sweeps in. Burn away, sin. Sin surrounds you. Faith empowers. Belief overwhelms. Burn away, sin. Be no more. Sin surrounds you. Cleansing flame. Cleansing flame. Impossible. How? This isn't over. This will never be over. I will unify humanity.
Hey there! Today I will show you a build that I really enjoy playing at the moment. This is my second ever build showcase, and here we go. So the idea was to have a build that can do all content in the game, that is tanky, has good damage, good clear, explosions because I love explosions, and also a good form of recovery that is also reliable. So yeah, I've done all content in the game with this character. It is really fun to play, and so I was really looking forward to show it to you. So what are we playing? I play Forbidden Rite of Soul Sacrifice, Cast on Crit, Cyclone, Whispers of Infinity. Nothing too unusual, I would say. The concept of Forbidden Rite of Soul Sacrifice is that you stack flat energy shield, and in return you get flat chaos damage on here. Which is what we are doing with this build, but we do it like with a twist, because we have this belt, the new belt with the shrines. Ever since they were announced, I always wanted to use one of those, but as it turned out, most of them are not really affordable. If you want 2 useful shrines on this belt and not only one, you're mostly out of luck. For example, an echoing shrine and a massive shrine is not even, they are not even on the market, and if you want echoing and defense shrine, I think it was like 2 mirrors or 3 mirrors. Like it's kind of crazy. But this one cost me 10 divines, and at the moment I think it's 14, 15 divines, so it's much more affordable. And this build benefits from both shrines quite a lot. So what do we get from this belt? You get 100% increased energy shield from the impenetrable shrine buff, which gets increased by the Gull, so you have 170% 175% here. If you compare it to one of the best nodes to stack energy shield, Vile Bastion, this one only gets us 75%. So it's quite a bit more. It's more than double actually, from this and this slot. What we also get is explosions. We get 70% chance to explode, and since chaos explosions are dealing so much damage, it's quite nice. And also Gloom Shrine has the better explosions compared to Profane Bloom, which is here, because they can like, it's easier to have chain explosions, because like you have to have curse on hit setups and so on and so forth to get Profane Bloom to chain explode. But this one has chain explosions within itself, because you only have to kill them. They don't have to be cursed. So yeah. Also, with this belt, we are not allowed to use any flasks. We are allowed to use tinctures, so I have one tincture over here, but we are not allowed to use any flasks. And since we don't need this ascendancy, since we have explosions anyway, we can get the Unseen Hand and get another ring slot, because we can't use any flasks anyway. So I think it's giving yourself the downside of not being able to use any flasks is much more manageable if you are using the belt as well. So because we don't have we are not allowed to use flasks anyway, so the downside is like, yeah, not even there. So we use a third ring, and this also gives this build a lot of power, especially in endgame. You can get like couple of mirror rings. You can like mirror them with like Kalanda's touch and whatever. You can get power charges here. There's huge potential. Like, and this build here, to be honest, is not really not finished at all. I think if you buy all these items, you're looking at maybe 100 divines overall. So yeah, you can push it much further, and I will push it much further, I think, than it is at the moment. So what else? We have Supreme Ostentation, and we are basically tattooing every intelligence node we have into increased maximum energy shield, which is especially nice this season because they nerfed energy shield you receive from stacking int. So it is quite nice to just go for tattoos and Supreme Ostentation, because it's easy to build with that, because you don't need any stats. And also we have increased energy per power charge here, and you can also like get it on the third node eventually. I was just not able to afford it. So yeah, there's also huge potential here in stacking more energy shield. As you can see, I have like 16.7k energy shield. When I have full power charges, I think I go up to 19k. So it's quite a difference, and you can push it even further, as I mentioned. So what I was also trying to achieve with this belt is to get to a point where my explosions deal 400% increased damage. So each explosion is able to kill an mob that has the same life. So a whole pack, like when you touch a pack and one enemy explodes, that all the other enemies within the pack are gone as well. So yeah, I try to achieve that, and otherwise just go for more energy shield, stack more energy shield, also have some Physis extra chaos, and I will show you my POB in a second and talk about that. Also, what is also nice about this build, because we are losing our Quicksilver flask, because we are not allowed to use any flasks, but since we are using the Stampede boots, we don't really care about that anyway, because like since we are using Cyclone, our movement speed would be reduced anyway. But with this, we are offsetting it, since our movement speed is always 150% of its base value. And actually, this season, you can also increase this stat to 183, I think, with the new Val Orb. It's expensive. I don't want to lie to you, and that's why I didn't do it so far. But in the end, you can do it, and you can get much faster than I do. Yeah, but you just have to see if it's whether it's within your budget. Yeah, and then I will show you my POB in a second. See you. What I also forgot to mention is that this build can do all map mods except for reduced defenses, which can get a bit tricky, but everything else is super easy, which is also, I think it's also quite a huge quality of life, because you don't have to roll your maps as long as you have for other builds, and you can also play brick maps on the market that other people put there, which a lot of builds can't run, but you can. So I think it's really, really nice. And also it made my progression really easy. So this is our build. We have like, at the moment it's 17 million DPS, but as I mentioned, it can get quite a bit higher than that. I made another POB I will put in the description, which has almost 30 million DPS, and it has like, yeah, still huge potential, because like I think I didn't figure out the best items yet on the second POB, but this is what I have at the moment. You can also get more power charges and cap your crit chance, and so on and so forth. What we are using to get our first max hit as high as it is, we're using the Runegraft of Rotblood, which is new, which gives us 10% fizz damage as chaos, taking as chaos damage from poison enemies, which is quite nice in combination with chaos inoculation and our body armor. We effectively just get 21% less physical damage, which is huge. We're also getting increased area of effect per power charge, and so on. I think like the POB is quite self-explanatory. It's just I tried to stack as much energy shield as I could while getting power charges as well. Also, the Room of the Fortress is like, yeah, I think it's self-explanatory, and you can look it up yourself. This build is just amazing. It's breeze to play. I can only recommend you trying it out. And as I said, it's not really expensive. If you have like 100 divines or maybe a couple more, you can get a build that can do every content in the game, and it's fun to play. This one button play style. I mean, yeah, sometimes a frost blink. Also, a good thing to know. The new cooldown recovery support, I think, is really, really nice for frost blink, because you're really fast with that, and I really enjoy playing it. So, and also, what is really cool this season is that you can imbue a skill gem on your build. Oh, it's not even in here. Okay. So our damage is even higher because we have, yeah. Okay. So our damage is 23 million, because like POE does not yet support imbued skill gems, I guess. But since we have power charge on critical strike on Cyclone, we are at 23 million DPS, which is quite good, I would say. Yeah, and yeah, that would be it. If you have any more questions, just let me know in the comments. And if you want a showcase of a certain strat, I can do it, and I can post another video. Yeah. Thanks for your attention, and bye bye.